Hello and welcome back everyone into this sixth video of ninth chapter. We're going to talk about user input strings. How can you input a user or how can you allow a user to input a string and store it as well? Let's start having a look around all of these. Okay, so the first thing is what is user input string and what is how do you go about it? What is getLine function and example of a getLine function? Now, user input string. It is possible to use the extraction operator, which we use for cin, to display a string entered by the user. That's thing number one. Now, what happens is you have this program where you have the output as type your first name John and your name is John. Okay, this is what we do generally, okay, in order to get an input from the user. Okay, and that's how you conventionally make sure that you are taking a string and you're capturing a value. You can also type in your full name and you can have the value as well, and that's like the best way so far to add or capture the value and store it in a string. Okay, because string allows for all these function to happen. Okay, now another way of doing this is getLine function. From the example above, you would expect program to print John Doe, but it only prints John. Okay, that's why we were working with when we were working with string, we often use getLine function to read a line of text. Okay, it takes seen as the first parameter and string variable as second. Now, what is getLine function is something that we're going to see first, okay? Because I'm gonna give you the demo. That's something which is important, and then we have the code as well. Let's do it right away. Okay. Firstly, the foremost thing is I'm gonna get I'm gonna run this thing, and we're gonna see. Okay, so this is like not the entire code. This is basically not the entire code as well. But what happens over here is when you do this thing, you cannot allow or you cannot take a spacebar and have the second string on the same thing as well. Whereas if you take a program like this where you have all of these function named getLine function, it's going to get the line entirely. Okay, so it's not going to be like that you're adding a space or you're adding anything else, and it's not going to pick it up. It's designed in a way so that it captures the line instead of anything else. So type your full name. My full name is Aman Malhotra, and I press enter. It says Aman Malhotra along with the space. If you do it with the convention way, you won't get this thing. Okay, let's see that as well, so that we have a relative comparison. Let me copy this and paste it over here. So paste and run. Okay, so Aman Malhotra, and we get only Aman. Okay, we are not getting Malhotra. That's something that is a problem. Okay, and that's how you basically solve it. GetLine function is the way out when you want to make sure that you are capturing the entire line, and that's how you go about it as well. So I hope you had a lot of learning, and I hope you learned something. In the next video, we're going to see C+ omitting namespace and examples. Thank you all for your patience, and I'll see you on the next one. Till then, peace.